together, which is something that he says will happen very soon. You see the tweet there, the X post from Zelensky. He talked with President Trump and other officials, basically saying that Ukraine is ready to take the fastest possible steps to bring real peace. But again, Trump saying that won't happen until he and Putin meet directly. Here's more from President Trump today.
I think it's time for us to just do it. I said, they all said Putin was going, and Zelensky was going, and I said, if I don't go, I guarantee Putin's not going. And he didn't go, and I understand that. We're going to get it. We're going to get it done. We got to get it done.
Yeah, and Trump even saying that he was going to travel to Turkey potentially today before he headed back to Washington, D.C. But he said he wanted to get back because his daughter Tiffany just had a baby boy, and he said he wants to get back to meet his grandson. But again, saying that he is going to try to get that meeting with Putin in the works, but we don't know exactly when or where that might happen, Marty. It could happen somewhere like here in Qatar, who's been a major mediator in discussions like this, not only with Russia and Ukraine, but as well as Israel, Hamas. We could also see it happen in a place like Turkey, too, Marty.
In addition, Kelly, let's talk about the issue of Iran for a moment. There is a formal proposal, according to the president, for a new nuclear agreement. What more can you share on that?
Yeah, and that's something that President Trump did confirm to reporters today, that proposal has been given to Iran. That's something that a source familiar with the negotiations told me last night, that during that fourth round of direct talks over the weekend, the U.S. gave Iran this proposal for a new nuclear deal. It's something that President Trump wanted to reach when he was here on this trip. He talked about Iran in each and every stop, pushing them towards coming on board with this new nuclear deal. He says they are closer than ever before, and that Tehran has, quote, sort of agreed to this. He thinks that they will come on board. Take a listen to this.
We'll take care of. It'll be taken care of 100%. It'll be done nicely or not nicely. And the not nicely is not a good thing for them. And I think we're talking to them, and I think they've come a long way.
So, Marty, as this trip wraps up here for the president, a whirlwind 4 days, he did get a lot of deals in terms of business deals and bringing investment back to the United States. But as far as diplomatic deals, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Hamas, and that Iran nuclear deal, he still is working on those, Marty.
All right, thank you for the update, Kelly Meyer in Doha. Now to the latest in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. The Homeland Security Department is now requesting 20,000 National Guard troops to help with the effort, according to the New York Times. The Defense Department is reviewing that request. One official telling the Times that if
we gotta get 400 of these shits.
Guard troops were used to help enforce U.S. immigration policy. It is not clear exactly what role the Guard members would play or whether states would have to approve that plan. The request comes as the Trump administration expands its operations at the U.S.-Mexico border. The Pentagon sends thousands of troops, spy planes, surveillance drones, armored combat vehicles, even warships.
That's still in the bag.
Right now, there are at the U.S. border compared to about 2,500 when President Biden left office. Arrests at the border are also plummeting. About 8,000 people arrested last month for illegally crossing into the U.S. A year earlier, that number is there was about 128,000. As the Trump administration cracks down on illegal immigration, there is new reporting they're looking at a new unusual route to citizenship. The Security Department is considering a reality show. Migrants needs to become U.S. citizens.
Oh, you get Paul George. They give you 200 cars. You get Paul George. Oh, it's
legitimized or mocked by a reality TV show. So I think there's a time and a place for this. I don't think our government agencies are the place to be doing this. Let the folks focus on what they need to do, and that's
Straight boy dad. You shit me? Straight boy dad. You get pulled, Georgie.
What's your assessment of where things stand right now?
Yeah, well, Blake, this is not really the first time that the National Guard has been deployed down to the border. Very rarely are they involved in law enforcement activities. They're usually down there to bring additional capabilities, serve as additional eyes to report and coordinate the law enforcement response. So essentially, they are freeing up Customs and Border Protection law enforcement manpower to be able to respond and make arrests where appropriate. They're also bringing technology and they're bringing additional equipment capabilities down there to the border. And of course, we have to mention they also serve as a great deal of deterrence along the border. You see the Trump administration getting greater care to start to use federal land to reposition these military assets that aids in deterrence. But you can have all the manpower in the world if it's not tied to a comprehensive strategy based on solid policies and existing enforcing law, not only at the border, but overseeing exports and security has been some pretty big results in driving down illegal immigration. And of course, a big part of that is dealing with our international